Bruce Commuson, Vice President of the Great Cranberry Island Historical Society. We're sitting here in Cranberry House, our headquarters.
I'm Winnie Smart. I was president for 8 years, and Bruce and I were the co-founders of Cranberry House Museum.
We started the Historical Society in 1993, but we actually had no place to display what we had collected. We collected old photos, but then in the year 2000, we did have the privilege of using the old schoolhouse, and they gave us the privilege of putting up a few historical exhibits in the empty schoolrooms.
And then we made panels. We had 8 big panels with photographs that Bruce and I both worked on, and we scrounged around to get artifacts so it looked like a museum. And we opened that summer. We had help from ministers and whoever offered, we had help.
But then we had that display for about 3 years, and then in 2003 we suddenly realized that we could be kicked out at any time because we had only a month-to-month lease with the school, and they might open. So we started to think about having our own building.
I had toured the Mountain View Inn, which was down the road about half a mile, was just full of lobster gear and everything. Could just barely climb up these little steep stairs. But it was just perfect. I just had a vision of what it could look like. We had a big fundraiser. We were fortunate to receive grants from NBNA, so we had money to buy it the first year. Bruce had land here, and he was very generous, so he gave us 2 acres right here on the road, so we would be able to move it up here. So it was a tremendous job moving it.
We bought it and moved it in 2004, and then we started the refurbishing process, which took us 4 years. We opened in this building in 2008.
We tried to plan it so that it would interest everyone. There's a multimedia center in the basement. The first floor is a museum, and then the kitchen from the original Mountain View Inn is now the cafe. We put a big deck on for the cafe, and also we can use it for concerts. And then the upstairs is a cultural center. We can seat 50 people. And that's used for concerts, movies, classes, lectures, children's classes, whatever we can think of, whatever anybody requests, we try to have it.
Our publishing and printing capabilities also can be used by local businesses to make little brochures or postcards, etc.
I think the Cranberry House has really been a big benefit to the island.
Hi, my name is Phil Whitney. I'm the current president of the Great Cranberry Island Historical Society. I'm a year-round resident here on Great Cranberry, and my roots go back to the first settlers on the island in 1762. We're standing here in front of the Cranberry House, which is operated by the Great Cranberry Island Historical Society. And as you can see, our sign here is a beautiful sign, reflects the entrance to the Cranberry House property. I'd like to take this opportunity to take you on a short tour of the Cranberry House and show you the various things that we have to offer for people visiting here on the island and visiting our property. We have several beautiful gardens on the Cranberry House property. The one we're standing next to now is the largest garden, and the most recent one constructed was just done this spring. It took about 3 weeks to build, and the circumstances behind it were kind of unusual. An island woman was walking up the road. She noticed that this was not a very attractive part of the property, following down along the southern part of the boundary of the property. And she began talking with me, and before I knew it, she had volunteered to oversee the construction of this garden, and we have 2 other gardens on the property also, which people have donated money towards, and which are extremely beautiful and really add to the overall beauty and character of the property. The front portion of the Cranberry House has a large deck area here, which right now, with the tables set up, is used by our takeout cafe, which is currently in operation. But it does double duty also, that we hold concerts out here and various other special events such as auctions. Tomorrow night we have a concert scheduled here, and they've proven very popular in the past with people sitting on the lawn and at the picnic tables and the musicians up here on the stage. But most of the time it's used for the cafe, which is open 7 days a week and is extremely popular with both year-round people, the summer seasonal summer colony, and many day trippers coming from off island for the day.
Bon appetit.
Oh, thank you very much.
Bon appetit.
Yes. This is a model of a 3-masted wooden sailing schooner, which was very prominent along the Maine coast in the late 1800s and early 1900s. And we restored it in our basement here at Cranberry House a year ago and put it on display. And it's been very popular with the visitors to the museum, and we believe it's one of a kind. We have a museum store here, which has a wide variety of articles for sale, but I especially want you to be aware of some of the publications that we do, and all these publications that we have are completed right here on the property. This is the trail to Whistler's Cove. It's about 1/3 of a mile long, and once you reach the cove, you have about a half mile of totally unspoiled shoreline, which is in conservation easement. Hundreds of visitors use this trail every season, and it's extremely popular with them, and it's just one of the many things that we have to offer here at the Cranberry House.
I think our biggest needs for the future are to have enough funds just to keep things running. People are much more generous to give when a building is going up or when there's a definite thing, and it's kind of ho-hum just to give for yearly running expenses.
If you'd like to learn more, visit our website at gcihs.org.
And I'd like to thank all the people who have donated so generously to get this wonderful building. I hope you'll come and visit. Every year it changes.